Yo, what is up, Royal Rumble and Survivor Series? Any of y'all watch wrestling or used to watch wrestling? Dude, I used to be big on wrestling as a kid, and later on even revisited when my youngest brother got into wrestling. But like I'm talking about like '80s stuff, and even some of the older stuff too. But I was watching like when WWE was WWF, when WCW was called NWA. I used to watch WCCW, World Class Championship Wrestling. Like, dude, used to watch all that old stuff. Lucha Libre, on Unovision. Like, all that stuff. My dad used to be like, yo, man, why you watch that stuff, dude? It's fake, dude. I'd be like, what? What are you talking about? It's real. I used to be like that, dude. It's no real to me. What is it? Because my dad is an athlete. He's a combat athlete, and my dad would be like, dude, this is all fake. And I was like, no, man, you don't understand, dude. Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, like, nah, man. He used to be so upset when he used to tell me that wrestling was fake. Oh, by the way, hey, this guy is Shattered Glass Ratchet Powerlinxed with Brunt. Yeah, sorry about that. My bad, man. I didn't even properly introduce him. I didn't even properly introduce myself. Then, I'm Mr. Botbender, and you are Mr. or Mrs. No, something like that, right? That's exactly what, right? And so, or sir or madam, you don't have to be married, or you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this guy over here is, Mr. Shattered Glass Ratchet, Powerlinx with Brunt, and boy, does that purple pop, and boy, does it really work well together with that teal, right? Just really, really great. But going back to wrestling, dude, I used to swear by that stuff, dude, and I would challenge anyone who thought it was fake. And yeah, only later on when I started learning about like physics, and also after I got into a couple of scuffles myself, and I was like, oh, people don't just like run to the ropes when you throw them there; they just stop. I also almost hurt my friend by doing a suplex on him. Like, I was a pretty big kid growing up, and the other Asian kids around me. I mean, maybe it's because they didn't drink milk. They weren't as big, and I remember I suplexed my friend at church, and he got pretty hurt. And the thing was, and that was another thing why I felt it was real, was that my friend didn't help me with the suplex. Like, I was just, I just He-Maned him. I like Hulk smashed him basically. I just like pulled him up, and it's easier to do because we're like wearing clothes and stuff. But yeah, I suplexed this fool, and he got hurt pretty bad. My brother, somebody was playing Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and my brother got hit in the face with a 2x4 and like split his head open. Like, all sorts of crazy nonsense. Yeah, we used to be wild with that stuff. We used to be wild with that stuff. Jumping off of like fake turnbuckles, like dropping elbows on kids like while they're on the ground. Like, yo, we were wild, dude. We were wild. But yeah, good memories. Good memories. And yeah. I was always a babyface guy, but I had friends who were just like, oh, just completely heel. All heels, completely heels, with just the biggest fan of the bad guys. And I'm like, why, man? Why, man? But anyway, enough of that wrestling talk. Let's talk Transformer, 트랜스포머, as we would say in Korean. Man, I'm just in a really, it's after work right now, but yo, I'm on one or something, dude. I'm just in a really, really good mood. And not just that, I feel really energized. I haven't had any caffeine. Like, I just feel all sorts of good right now. And yeah. And so I'm really, really happy to share this really good moment of my life with you right now. And I hope you can feel good about that too. Not necessarily just hanging out with me or something like that, but just, yeah, just right now, just watching these videos without anyone interrupting you, with all your pains and stressors and stuff at bay, just focused on this video in this moment. It's like, wow, yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice. I think so. I think so. But yeah, this guy's Shattered Glass Ratchet, and for some reason, I just cannot get this piece. Like, I feel like it looks so blurry right now. The little crest on his, the chevron on his head, but whatever. I do love how that purple fits so well with Brunt. And that right there too. That really, really sells the cohesion. I like that tons, and of course the gray bits. They all fit well, but we got shades of G2 Menasor with this type of color scheme going on. You know what I mean? And boy. So the genesis of this guy, this was actually one of my first builds that I ever made, and I used Siege Ironhide and Six Gun, and they fuse very similarly. And it just gave him like chicken legs because you know, Six Gun's legs are pretty like spindly on the thigh area, and they bulk out at the calf. And so visually it was kind of funny, but still it looked really, really cool because it's just entirely cast in red, and you can do a lot of great and fun things with Six Gun's torso hanging off a foot. So it just looks like you have like massive cannons and lots of cool stuff. Yeah, but that was the genesis of it. And so since then I've recreated it using him, using the Decius drone with the Centurion drone? Centurion droid? Now I'm all confused. Yeah, well, anyway, it doesn't matter. And so I've done a couple of these. They're really fun to do. And so it also helped me like realize other engineering, perspectives. Like when I made the Skytread combo, when I made the cliff jumper combo, like, yeah, just basically fusing the top part of a bot with a weaponizer on the bottom or something like that, you know. But like I said, he's really easy to make. I'm gonna teach you how to make him right now. Jeez, what's wrong with me? All right, sorry for that squeak. So this is just basically Brunt, right? And then you just, hold on, let me get him focused. There you go. There you go, Johnny. You just tilt his head back, and then you just bend the waist back about 90 degrees. Cool. And now you're done. No, I'm just kidding. You could take these off. I mean, we're going to put them on later, but you can clearly see that these are my man's feet, right? Over here, we have the Brunt gun. We have the Brunt back piece as a shield, which is really cool. And in terms of how to prepare all this, it's actually really quite easy. And I'm not going to fully undo it, but basically when you have him in car mode, you get the arms out, you get the head out, and then the legs, you basically, you're almost like, you're one step away from transformation, you know, which is basically twisting this and pulling it down, but you want them like this. And it's easiest to get to this mode from car mode, because this was just flipped out, and this was just flipped, and this was just, you know what I mean? This was just flipped out. So yeah, go from car mode, whip out the arms, and then transform and collapse the legs. And then from there, you twist this over, and these are going to come over his shoulders, or however you want to arrange it later on. What's important is that you keep this exposed, right? Then what you're going to do is you're going to plug that into the Brunt figure, and then afterwards you're going to have to kind of like mess around to, hey, this almost looks like the G1 toy, right? Let me get this guy in focus. You're just gonna have to kind of like mess around, clean him up, so that you get the proportions like right, the angles right, like all the stuff. Yeah, like so, good enough. And then you plug in this. So by the way, this Brunt arm plugs in really, really tightly, and this one's really loose. And it's not that these individual ones are just different. It's actually they're from different sets. That's what I realized. And that's due to like mold degradation and stuff, which is just, can't stop decay and entropy, man. Let me get him right. All right, good enough. Good enough. Very, very easy and very, very fun build. And yeah, Brunt or Six Gun or one of the Ironhide figures, and you know, just mess around. Yeah, just mess around with it. You're going to get a lot of cool different results. And most importantly, yeah, enjoy yourself, have fun, and when you're making these things, lose yourself. Really, lose yourself in the moment. And I'm not citing Eminem. Like, don't think about anything else. Don't think about anything else. Just be fully engrossed in the moment and just really enjoy the time that you are spending. Don't think about the result. Don't think about, is it going to be cool? Is it going to be not going to be cool? Just have fun, you know? Yeah, that's the best advice that I can give to any bot vendor. Yeah, just lose yourself in the moment, have fun, be in a flow state, and that's it. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Bye.